The tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's all... We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice, or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows...
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end...
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. For it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Great shot! Electric! You always find good use for things like that. Not the easiest way to get up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife, and the world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Sure useful. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. The night everything... There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had... It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But there's no doubt you're the child, and that what... He says... It was... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come up. The Nono's key energy is just what the pet... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. You handle that net like you've never done. He's great. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. The tree started to die when the end of days begun. Records tell of the ruinous devastation that topped. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Loa tolu dom, e bazo do bubu, bu goy do luoya, lo yalawa wat nawa, oloi bo bopau, pilfov ugvufa bobe, mok kofan.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Bayo, Oceana Tosina, my Aurugo. For lad så det se, det lever my fairy tale. Pubisreglen sig.
Anyway, he needs help, and
så det say, for det say.
That's a
What's there to like about light? It hurts.
Not as much as it hurts to look at.
Always making this person.
And you're always.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Ya yu maua. Tamo ko tuvon ko kum to lua lu.
Regardless of who you... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Ka nuka nuburak.
How?
Loma toaha. Ikamapena.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your...
Udelu kunun koyebun. Kobra yake.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Right between the eyes. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says just because you've made time to meet the...
Sibi? Lappanen aginkalman. Keratna falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He's convinced you've returned for a reason. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a... The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma, the Sifu... If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for... He was... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost. Seeing you brings back his memory. He remembers. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he wonders. Learning. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still haven't. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you. She'll see you at the village square. She said. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly. He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really... You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. There's no... He wants to know who you think you are. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She said, the most important thing is that it's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always... He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He's... He's curious to see what you found.
Mai adfunudziame wa intabadaj.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to ups.
Waxandona de piada.
He's
Of Cairo. Piada.
the style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Jamakuda Hogedatunka.
Agreed.
Jamakuda Hogedatunka.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Kalba Tarimad Manselafa.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Andro?
Hopes you're as ready.
Väsen kasaman dropalo. Bolakan brukna.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Narolote. Kala.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Aria roche nui mumera. Amu. Ferena masalapu.
Been working.
Aria roche nui mumera. Kamonu.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Ben nampusa.
Reminds you that the best way. Catchy.
Kodotuku.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Ala.
Figuring that out.
Tukonda. Kala.
A piece.
Ruhemu tono.
It's called.
Ruhemu tono.
Says it's not a record keeper. More like a.
Sanna jode.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Minalagi mamuru.
Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Yo no mas.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no...
Kuri kumbala mua.
He wa-
Katleto pruta. Kalbola kamu brukna.
She tells
Ala.
exactly what she wants you to. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. What to build? What to build? It suits you. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You've had better days. All fired up. stuff?
Nabukkelio, rajte su to,
You gave...
dredlečka ci ođe, tu lo dremo tu ein auč ala djuđe, pun wamčau pio tataopzia.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Nojo no ki dekipaju ki no kidenu?
Look, an emergency box for... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. The night feels dangerous and exciting. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Back down! Dank down below the dirt. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place. And, well, there must be a track somewhere in this brick town. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The sun is coming up fast. Steel punch. Punch the ticket. Smash that trash. Went down quick, eh? That's a Jackney tribe outpost. Sad that you try to nest with others. Heard that the Jackney tribe's constantly looking for new recruits to fill their ranks. Has Plint? Scrapalicious. About time you found some clothes. yourself up. Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lock. That hit the spot, wrecked it. Twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Try a key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long. Won't hesitate to carve out... A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. It's complicated. Give it another try. You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe. Hopes you'll use it. Out of date says he's doing his best. That doesn't sound good. Out of date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. Gizmo is working on making his mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater.